Friday night here in the Pacific. And as you all know, we changed time. So it is 1 o'clock now in the Philippines. So gone are the days that we go live at 12 noon. But because of the change in time, so it's 1 p.m. So good afternoon to everybody in the Philippines. If you are watching from the Philippines, I hope you had a wonderful lunch with your loved ones, as always, friends, family, and significant others. And also, if you're watching us here in the Pacific, especially this part of the world, good evening to everybody. It's Friday night, it's supposed to be party night. It's kind of chilly here. It's kind of cold outside. And if you're watching us in different parts of the world, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. And just to let you know, we are live on PHLB Radio Facebook page, as well as simultaneously airing live on PHLB Radio YouTube channel. So before anything else, please do subscribe so you won't miss any of the shows. And if you want to be notified of our shows, of any of the shows of PHLB Radio, just click on that notification button so you will be always notified. Also, we're live simultaneously on different podcasts, namely Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. Also, if you are using Alexa, just say, Alexa, play PHLB Radio. And if you're using Amazon Fire TV, always look for PHLB Radio channel. And that being said, good evening and happy viewing to our team replay. And also now there's another team that has been formed. I was just informed they call themselves Team Share because they share all the shows that we have. So thank you so much of that. Before anything else, Sunny Francisco, happy viewing. I know Sunny is a regular and watching us from Project 4 in the Philippines. Larry and Hazel, Long Talk, is watching also from Houston, Texas. Larry, how are you? Happy viewing. And Hazel, happy viewing to you as well. Watch this show because this is a very interesting show. Why? Because we'll be talking about a cruise that I recently went to. That's why if you are watching these shows, I had a replay for 3 weeks because I was gone for 3 weeks. And I promise I'll tell you more about it and the countries I visited. But for tonight's episode, it would be more of a know all about this brand new cruise ship, which is MSC, or they call it Master of the Sea. And the name of the ship is Eurybia. Okay, so before anything else, so we're gonna do what we're gonna do tonight is we're gonna show portions of the whole ship, that the whole cruise, and we're gonna talk about the features. I'll talk about some recommendations. I'm gonna touch a little bit on the pros and cons of this particular. Wow, see, we're showing it right now. That's the MSC EURIBIA. Why this is so special? Because this was created, or this particular ship was just built in 2023, so this year, and it was launched June of 2023. So it's fairly new, and we're gonna show you the rooms, the staterooms. We're gonna show you some of the amenities that's in there. We're gonna show you some of the floors, and we're gonna end it with the entertainment that we saw, or I particularly saw on that. And like what I said earlier, we took the cruise from Southampton, England. So what happened is we flew, my team, the Happiness Squad, we call ourselves the Happiness Squad. There's 10 of us who except one who didn't make it because of some problem with her visa. But 9 of us went there, so we flew in. We did the land tour first, and to give you a background, and I will cover that in succeeding shows. We sailed. Well, we sailed October 27, but we left LA on the 17th of October. From LA, we fly into Milan. We stayed in Milan as the hub location for us. What it means is we kind of we took an apartment for 5 days in Milan. Then from Milan we went to Florence, and then in the evening, and of course we explored Florence, and then we went back to Milan, to the apartment in Milan. And I'll show you all those information in succeeding shows, because my good friend Roxanne Guzman did a good job in putting this together, and she's really a dear friend, and it would not have happened without her help. She was able to put all our locations, the apartments, the Airbnb, and any hotel that we went to, which is 5 minutes, literally 5 minutes walk from the place of where we're staying at to the train station, and you'll see that more about that. So we stayed as a hub in Milan, in Italy, and then from Milan one day we went to Florence. We explored Florence, and we'll see that in the next shows. And then of course then we go back in the evening to our hub, and then we go back the following day. We went to Pisa for the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and then we went back again to Florence, and then from Florence we went back again to Milan, and then from Milan again the following day, the third day, we went to Switzerland and spent the whole day there. And you'll see the beautiful picture. We'll show that next time. We went to the Crash Landing on You, especially those people who are into K-drama. You'll see some of those highlights in there. And then we went back to Milan again that night. And then from there, we went to Switzerland. And then from there, we went to Paris. We flew into Paris, and I'll tell you some of the highlights on that once we show that show, or we cover that show. And then and there's some tips also that you always try to travel light. We show you some of the challenges that we had, because some of us, we carried so much luggage with us, and I'll tell you more about that and give you tips as well when you travel to Europe. And then from of course from Milan, we flew into Paris. We stayed 2 nights in Paris, and we explored the beautiful place and the other scenery in Paris, and you see that again. And then from Paris, we took the train to London, and we stayed 2 nights in London. We saw Lea Salonga's old friends, and we watched her at the West End, and we'll explore that with the Piccadilly Square, and you'll see that's so much exciting there. And then from London, we went to Southampton, where we took the cruise. That's the starting point. That's in England as well. And then we did that, and this is where this show will start. We started October 27, and we finished the whole cruise November 3rd. From we did from and I'll show that also in the next in the succeeding shows or in the future shows. So from London, we sailed to Belgium. Then from Belgium, we sailed again to Netherlands, or Amsterdam. And then from Amsterdam, we sailed to, there's one more, to Germany, to Hamburg, Germany. And from Germany, we sailed back to London. We kind of missed Paris again, simply because there was a typhoon. And you'll see that in this particular show, that the waves was kind of bigger than what we expected. So it was almost the last part of the trip. But and I'll give you some highlights of the ship itself. Okay, so before we start the video, we have videos as well as pictures to show for your not only your listening pleasure, but of course for your viewing pleasure. So Adele Ordinario, finally! Adele, this is not a replay. This time is live. So, and Adele said, nice, beautiful places that you visited there. Enjoy much. Okay, so without much further ado, let's start the video. So we have videos and pictures to show, and hopefully you guys will enjoy all of this, and and I'll be doing the voiceover, and we'll try to mute it because it's the sound, the background sound was kind of heavy. So again, we started our journey October 27, Southampton, and here we go. Roll BTR. Here we go. And this is where it all started. And we show you part of the ship earlier. So once you register, then you do all your passports and your accreditations and your security checks. It was seamless, and that's the group that I was with. We're kind of crazy because out of the 9 people who went, 5 of them, this is the first time that they're sailing. So it was kind of fun. It was a huge ship that we have, and like what I said, it's a brand new ship, and it carries 6,300 people. But when we registered, they said there's only 3,000 of us, and this is the entry point after we clear customs and we clear registration. This is what we saw, and what you're seeing is exactly how we're seeing it for the first time. It is such a beautiful place. It has so many. It has 16 floors. So from ground floor to up to the 16th floor, which is the VIP section. And what you're seeing right now is the promenade of this, and of course you're seeing some boutiques right there where you go shop until you drop. Okay, this is MSC EURIBIA, and you would say, where did you get that name? MSC EURIBIA is named after the ancient goddess Eurybia, who harnessed the winds, weather, and constellation to master the sea. That's why it's MSC, so it's master of the sea, supposedly. Okay, and the ship is also empowered with striking new features. The beautiful thing is there's so many artwork all over the ship, and it's just amazing. And what you're seeing is, as you walked in and you see that dome, the dome is panoramic and it's 3D and it's showing different aspects, different arts. And again, we were told that only out of the 6,000, there's 3,000 that registered on the first day. Adele even said she saw some pictures. Adele, this is the moving video, of course, and this is what we saw the very first day that we jumped in, or we took the cruise. Okay, so there's a lot of people, different nationality. This is not an American company. This is an Italian company, and 80% of the crew are Italians, and the rest are of different nationalities. There's a lot of Filipinos as well, but compared to the 2 cruises that I've been to, Norwegian as well as to Royal, this one is predominantly Europeans. So you could imagine how the way it was presented, even the food, we'll talk about that in a bit. It was very clean, simply because it's brand new. It's just amazingly decorated. See, on that wall, from wall to wall, you see a display of all the different wines in the world. And of course, there's the different dining areas. And everything that you see from wall, in both walls, there's LED galore. And it's wall to wall. LED from one end to another. And it's just like one of those that it's beautiful. I'm so lost of a word. I'm in awe. And it shows like this particular one is the fine dining. So lunch starts at 12 and it ends at 1:30. And then of course there's another way of doing it. Like in any cruise ships, you would see a buffet, and we'll feature that later. The buffet is practically 12 hours a day. So you start 6 o'clock, 6 to 10 o'clock for breakfast, and then you have a break of half an hour, and then by 11 o'clock, they already would serve lunch up to 2 p.m. And then there's brunch, and then from brunch you go to dinner, and that's the buffet. So I'm guilty. I gained 6 pounds in the 8 days that I was on this cruise. Okay, and now you see all these LED screens all over the place where you could explore the MSC EURIBIA. You could also everything is high tech, everything is digital. You could choose all the shows you want to watch, all the excursions that you want to reserve. So everything is digital. Okay, then there's a lot of artwork being displayed across the whole ship, and it's just amazingly beautiful. It's state of the art. And now you're seeing there's some grand staircase going to floors, and this is the main staircase that people are using as a backdrop for their pictures. And then that's the see, like what I said, this is everything is high tech. You could reserve everything, and there's laptops all over the place that would give you different information about the excursions, about the locations, about the artwork that's in there, that's in display. And at the heart of the ship, you would see the customer service as you're seeing right now. And the line is very short because not only you go in line if you have to, but there's a lot of ushers who would be able to help you already even before you reach the line. It's very very organized, very, like what I said, state of the art. They're everywhere. All the ushers and usherettes, they're there to answer all your questions, to help you and to assist you. And everywhere, in almost all corners, there'll be these LED screens where you could check what's going on, the activities, the daily activities, and all that. And as you could imagine, and you're seeing right now, people can go anywhere they want. You could have your own little space in the world. You could see some this particular one, the one that we had, which was different from all the other cruises that I did. There's a lot of children here. Why? Because it so happened when we took this cruise in Europe, it's a 2-week vacation for the kids. So there's a lot of families who brought their kids with them for this short vacation. Yeah, so where this is, I believe this is the 5th floor, and there's elevators all over the place as well. There's 4 elevators on both sides, and so you're not feeling cramped up. And if you want to do some exercises, instead of taking the elevator, you could do the stairs if you want, or if you so desire. Okay, Catherine Pablete Salum, she said nice. Guzman, Roxy is watching. Hi Roxy, I mentioned her earlier. She made this arrangement for us, and without her expertise, she did all our I would say all our itinerary as well as all the arrangements, and we owe her that much because she made it so seamless, especially for me, who acted to be the lead for this particular group. And without Roxy or Guzman's help, this would not have been possible. So again, from the Happiness Squad to you, maraming salamat. Like what I said, see, there's a lot of glass sculpture there. So this one is a squid, and this is leading to Carousel. Carousel is the no reservation entertainment area. So as you could see, like what I said earlier, you would have LED galore from one end to another. So this is really one of the state-of-the-art cruise ship that I've seen, like compared to the other cruise ships that I have been. This is one of the best laid out, I would say the way it was presented, they put the best of the best of class. This is the Aurora. Aurora is the fine dining where we were assigned to for our dining, either for lunch, for breakfast, and especially for dining. Happy viewing to Ivy Violan. She's watching as well. Ivy Violan will have a sold out show I believe December 9 at Manila Pub. So congratulations, Ivy Villan. She is the festival queen, or music festival queen, of course. And who would not know Ivy Villan? So what you're seeing right now on screen are the different glass structure on the way to the fine dining. And you cannot find anything else, anything that you wanted. There's a bowling lanes. You could play bowling. You have disco there. You have casino, which you'll see in a bit. It's just like everything, one-stop shop. Everything is there in this particular. I think what the company did, the MSC company did, whatever is best from the other cruise line, they put it in here, and you cannot ask for anything more. Everything is already given. You're just thinking of it and it's already there. Okay, so it's just one of those that you will be so happy that, and hopefully they could maintain the cleanliness, because I did not see any clutter or anything that would be disappointing at any point in time. And these are the kiosks where you could buy or you could order your pictures. There's pictures, there's camera people, photography people waiting in almost every corner to take your pictures. And of course, these pictures, you could check them out, and those are for sale. It's kind of pricey. It's per copy is €21, $21 and the whole bunch of them, I think 20% is 141 euros. And this is one of the other lounges that you'll see. People can just have drinks and have coffee, or they could just meet their friends, and people are going in and out. And again, this is the first day that I was taking this, because I want to capture the whole essence of this brand new ship, the cruise ship itself. So a lot of people just like me are taking videos to show to their friends and family. And this is basically floor number 5, which is the promenade, where all the specialty stores, where all the Valentinos, and they have a lot of sales, especially on the last day of the two days prior to our last days. They would have a drop of prices, like 20 to 50% off. And I'm one of those who try not to buy anything, but because of it is priced, like the sunglasses, the Ray-Bans, the Pradas, they're 20 to 50% off, and practically it's buy one get one free. So those are amazingly priced. Joy Guzman is watching also as well. Again, this is the MSC EURIBIA. Okay, there's some old people as well, or mature people, and of course some people are on wheelchair and then walker. And it was so huge of a cruise ship that you don't really bump into each other, and there's sitting places all over the place where people could rest, because it is really huge. From one end to another, I would say it would take you a good 30 minutes to walk from one end to the other. Here you go, you're seeing as some of the things going on. This was again the first day. That's why people are busy, because people are trying to get acquainted with the whole facility, with the different areas of the ship, as well as the amenities. There's some chocolate factory there. There's some crepe stations, and there's some gelato station. And of course, like what I said earlier, this is an Italian company compared to Royal Caribbean as well as Norwegian, which happen to be American companies. This one is owned and operated by an Italian company, which you will see later in their presentation. And this is what chocolate portion of that and see that you see the gelato station. The gelatos, they're not free. You could buy them for €6 to have them, and they give you really a sizable that you two people can share it. And there's some the chocolate, they're very generous. If you want to have a taste, all you have to do is ask, and of course it's for sale as well. Yeah, and then right across from there are the specialty stores. So there's so many seating areas that you could just hang out, enjoy your tea, enjoy your coffee, enjoy your chocolate. And right across from that is the Eurybia gallery and emporium where you could go shop with the specialty stores, the Armanis, the Pradas, the Dolce and Gabbanas. So that you'll see that, and I'm trying to capture the whole area, and I'm trying my very best that the camera will not be as shaky, and hopefully I'm doing a good job. Marlon, hello Marlon. Julius is my BFF. It's a story to behold. Marlon or Doy Lau is watching from Calibo, Aklan. He's been a good family friend. They're the family who adopted us when Mount Pinatubo back in 1991. So we've been friends, and I'm not friends anymore. I'm really part of the clan, and that's really one of those that I consider to be a blessing and a privilege to be part of the Lau Mayor Kimpo family. And me and my friends who were stranded back in 1991 because of the Mount Pinatubo, and they're the family who housed us and who treated us like one of them. And I am now part of the Lau Mayo family. And Ivy Violan says there's a okay. So happy viewing, Marlon. And this is the cruise ship that I've been in, MSC EURIBIA. It's Master of the Sea cruise ship Eurybia. So this is just the first floor. Okay, there's 17 floor. We're not gonna touch up those because 8 to 14 floors are really the staterooms or the cabins. So I will show you some of the cabins as well as my own cabin. This particular cruise ship, though, I did not get the balcony area because I want to try, I want to taste, I want to experience the inner. They call it the interior stateroom. So you'll see that in the past shows that I did for Royal Caribbean and Norwegian. We showed you the one with the balcony. This time you will see the interior side of it, and you'll see that soon. This area now is the spa. It has a full galore spa where people, you could tell this is the first day, so people are already making reservation for their haircut, for their colors, it's a whole spa and relaxation wellness area where you could get your massage, you could get your haircut, your color, you could your manicure, pedicure, name it. It's all here. You just have to reserve, and it is on one side of the cruise ship, and it's really a sight to behold. And then as I did my round, and now I'm the second floor. This is floor 6, because earlier I showed you the floor number 5, and this floor 6. So you have the karaoke bar right there as we enter. So there's more people trying to hang out, and this is where some game shows are happening later in the evening, and there's some name your price kind of game, and then there's name the tune, your face looks familiar, things like that, and it's for free. You could participate if you so desire, and like what I mentioned, all the areas they have LED screen all over the place. You would not get lost, even though it is so huge of a cruise ship. Marlon Julius, or we call him Manong Doy, Manong Dodoy, watching your awesome cruise ship. Yeah, and we should go. I think I owe you a trip next year, so get your passport up and ready. Maybe I would treat you for a cruise ship trip next year. Maybe May. May, either you tell me whether May or October we could do the Isles, the Greek islands of Greece, or we could do Spain, Portugal, and I think France. But I'll talk to you offline on that one. Yes, Adele, that cruise ship is so huge. Yes, it's humongous. It's so huge. It really accommodates, they said, 6,300 people. Now, this is the specialty store, what specialty restaurants. Okay, now when I say specialty restaurants, meaning these restaurants you could avail of them for a fee. This is not like the buffet that you'll see later. Here you could eat. You could arrange your own party to have dinner here, but for a fee, meaning it's not free. It is not part of the package that you paid. That's why they call it specialty restaurants. Like, so you have the teppanyaki, you have the Japanese place, you have the Mexican area or the Latino areas, and you have the steak portion of that, and it's a whole floor. It's a whole floor of that, and it's the seventh floor. And as you could tell, it's still empty because this was taken the first day. You could tell my fingers kind of showing on the left upper portion of the film or the video. Yeah, so this is exciting time because people are like me, we're exploring the whole place. So people are walking up and down the ship because they want to make sure they are familiar or they get familiarized with the other amenities that's out there for them. So we kind of like checked out which area is free, which one is for a fee. Okay, now and you got to remember we're not sailing yet. That's why it's still calm. And that's the fiberglass window that you could look into right now. As you could tell, we're still in the pier, or we're still not sailing. Oh, this part we're already sailing already. Sorry. So you could tell it's still calm simply because we're well. Firstly, one, it's a huge ship. Secondly, because it's so huge and the waves are still calm, it's not as turbulent yet. But there'll be portion of the video that you would see that there was a typhoon that we're getting into. Of course, people were kind of like looking at each other, nervously looking at each other because the waves are bigger than what we expected. Now you're seeing some of the jewelry. There's some fine jewelries as well. You could buy your diamonds, your golds, and whatever fits your fancy, they have it. Like what I said, whatever you have in mind, this particular cruise ship, they have it. So now you have a different. This one is going into, I believe this is going to the casino, and which is dear to everybody's heart. Rosana Millar is watching us. Hello, Rosana, watching us from Doha, Qatar. So yeah, it's going to casino, and this was a huge hit, especially for the passenger, the kind of mature passenger, and you could have your own little place under the sun here, if you're really into gambling or you're trying, as they said, to see if Lady Luck is on your side. And just like a Las Vegas casino, you have your slot machines, you have your poker table, you have your blackjack table, and of course at the middle you have your drinking station. And just like in Las Vegas, they're not as just like in Las Vegas, they give you free drinks as long as you play. So, but if not, you could always stay at the bar and have your drinks. And since this is a cruise ship, you could drink until your heart content. Uh, and I've seen some people who got really, really drunk, and because you have your own room, you could just go and sleep it off. And there's some displays of some of the novelty items that you could buy. And say from the casino, we're heading towards the I would say this is the carousel area. The carousel area is the free entertainment. So they have a nightly entertainment. There's one, the theater, which I'll show you later, the Delphi Theater, where you have to have a reservation for specialized entertainment. This is the carousel though that we're showing right now. The carousel is it's on the other side of the cruise ship, and this is where the tables are not reserved, so it's first come first served. And this is where you will see later some of the entertainment going on in here. So there's so many activities going on. So if you have not done have not experienced having or being part of a cruise ship, it's everything is here, and you would not be idle. There's no reason for you to be idle because there's activities going on all at the same time. So you kind of schedule it the way you want it. It's not obligatory, it's not mandatory. You could just have fun if you so desire. This one is leading to the pools, or they have 5 swimming pools, and we'll show that later as well. I didn't go. This I have to excuse because they're so busy with what's happening on the other side of the cruise ship. I didn't really go much outside, so I believe this was taken on last night that we're about to disembark, and that's why there's no people here. This is the Olympic size pole that we're showing, and there's a big screen here. You could tell I took this at 6 o'clock in the morning because I'm afraid I would not have time to to videotape. So I try to for your viewing pleasure, I try to go and capture this very early, and you will see some cleaning crew doing their thing because they want to make sure that this will be ready for the next batch of passengers when we disembark in Southampton in England. Oh, Catherine Cruz is watching. She said, "Hi, Josh, watching with you." Catherine, we missed her. She's the 10th person of the Happiness Squad, but she was not able to make it. And Catherine, of course, is the wife of the former Consul General of Los Angeles, Secretary Adele Cruz. So we miss you, Catherine. As we have said to you time and time again, it would have been more fun had you been with us. So this is the pool being cleaned. This is the outside. You could tell it's still dark because it's like between 5 and 6 o'clock in the morning. This is the day of disembarkation to Southampton on our way back to LA. And I just took this. It's so cold, by the way. It was freezing cold, but for the love of me doing this for you to see, it's so huge. It's never been filled to the rafters simply because of the size of this cruise ship. So there's 5 pools and there's some activities for the kids. Unfortunately, I was able to see that or videotape that because at the end of the day, I was so busy doing my thing on the different floors of the cruise ship. So that I have apologized. So you see there's a bar there, and you'll see some specialty stores as well. And there's a gym that you'll see in a minute. And there's of course the yacht club. The yacht club is the VIP section or VIP portion of the cruise ship. And now as you could tell, I'm entering the second phase of the cruise ship. And this is where you have your trail where you could jog. You could do your weightlifting if you want. You could do swimming if you want. You could do your brisk walking if you want. Or you could do jog to the whole area of the cruise ship. And then of course I tried to get out because it was so cold, but for some reason one of the doors were locked in. So I have to go on the other side, and this is the other side of the cruise ship. As you could tell, there's more activities that you could take, but again, this was taken so early in the morning, so it's still dead, and people and the crews are still cleaning. Yeah, so this is almost the front of the cruise ship, as you could tell, and you could tell here, and I'm trying to get a full view of that, and it was wet because of the cleaning crew, as well as it rained the night before. So I was very, very careful not to slip and fell. Okay, and then, oh, just a tip: don't ever go to Europe end of October to first week of November, because it was raining the whole time. It was raining intermittently during my trip, so it was really not advisable. And we were told the best time to go and do your European trip would be the month of September, the month of May, and the month of maybe February to May. But June and July, I did that last time. Won't do it again. It's summer, and it's really not of my liking, because I'm not really. You sweat a lot during those months. But October, last week of October, I would not advise you to do it. The best time again is do it either in September, the month of September, and the first 2 weeks of October. And I think those are the best months to do any, if you want to do any cruise that you would. Adele said, hi, good evening, Catherine Cruz. Okay. So this is the top post portion of the cruise ship. As you could tell, like what I said, for those who are just joining us now, this is the topmost portion. And there's a lot of activities going on. Unfortunately, it's so early in the morning, and people are still asleep, or they're having their buffet breakfast. So we'll show you more about the buffet right after this portion. You'll see the buffet, and then you'll see some of the entertainment that we were able to watch, and that would be a sight to see, if I may say myself. Yeah. So there you see a lot of people. They're early birds. They're already on the treadmill. You could see on, I think, on the second portion of this structure, you could see a lot of people already up and early doing their morning routine, their exercises. Most of us, and you could tell if you look at the floor area, it's really wet and damp, because the crew right there on the right hand side, they're trying. It's very, very clean, and kudos to the cleaning crew. They are doing a fantastic job. There's no clutter. I think they're maintaining the cleanliness of the whole cruise ship, and kudos to them, and much appreciated. And Carmi Santos Ong, hello Carmi. Carmi is watching from Quezon City. I think it's Barrio San Jose. Happy viewing, Carmi. Yeah, so there's a lot of so if you're into weightlifting, if you're into exercising, into gymnastic, there's a whole room of different equipments. Here is the part where I try to get out, because it's getting really, really cold already, and I was not wearing the proper outfit for this, so I tried to get into the cruise ship, and those doors are locked because it's too early in the morning. So I have to go from one side to another, and I was ready hurrying up, because I felt like I'm gonna have a hypothermia. And of course, some people already this early, it's like 6, between 5:30 and 6, they're already doing their morning routine. Not only exercising, but they're doing their jogging, and some are doing already their brisk walking. We call them the early risers. Unfortunately, not for my group. So I was able to successfully go back And you'll see some portions now as we go to the buffet. This was early morning, so the buffet is kind of empty at this point. There's just about to open. The buffet starts at 6:30 in the morning and it ends up to 10 for breakfast. So you could tell all these chairs, and then of course everybody's trying to get the portion where you could have the nice view of the ocean. So this is so early in the morning, so it's practically dead because the buffet has not started yet. Okay, this is the market buffet or marketplace buffet area right there. And this is on the 15th floor. Like what I said, 8th floor up to the 14th floor are the state rooms or the rooms for all the passengers. So now we're entering to the beautiful world of food. You have to remember there's this buffet area, right? And this is the washing up station where you wash your hands and what you could do whatever you want on that side. And then this is what's gonna on both sides of this area. You have food from different parts of the world, from your pizza, from your sandwiches to your hot plates to your noodles to your ramens. And then now I'm showing you the dessert station, which is all over the place. So you have your fresh fruits, you have your cakes, you have your chocolates, you have your fix, and these are all free for the taking. You could take as much as you want. Some people, they even take it to the rooms, and some even they have their own Ziploc that they put just in case they get hungry. The fruits are just amazing. All the breads, the banana breads, the pumpkin breads, all the croissant that you want, all the butters, all the cheeses of the world. You have the cheddar, the Swiss, the American, all the chips that you could remember. It's all here. And then of course you have all the different pies too that's in there, and these are all the dessert out for the taking. So you could throw your diet. I'm guilty of this. My sugar went off the roof because I'm not supposed to be having all this food, but I did. So that's why I got scolded when I get back to LA and had my physical checkup with my doctor 2 days ago, and I was scolded because my blood sugar went up because I ate so much. Okay, now this is part of the hot plates where you have all okay, here we're showing you'll see most of this. So now we have okay, these are the breads, the fries, you have the spaghetti. So this is the Italian portion of the buffet, and then of course some more breads, and this in different station. Now you have your meat, you have your bacon, you have your sausages, now you have your salads, you have your omelette stations, and you could either do it on your own, and now you have your porridge, or you have your cereal. And if you are like me, if you are lactose, they do have soy milk, they have the oat milk, they have the oat milk, the almond milk, and they have the regular milk. And what you're seeing right now is the coffee station. Okay, and of course the drinking station. Okay, in Europe, water is very expensive. Water is very expensive. So and one of the things that I have a not a complaint but a concern is they only serve juices during breakfast, meaning you have your grapefruit, your orange juice, your apple juices. Only they serve it during breakfast for free. The rest of the meal for lunch and dinner, it's for a fee. Okay, so these are your pasta area. Okay, and of course people are still putting it together, and it gets really crowded. And these are your different processed meat, your salami, your pastramis, and all that. And this one are your hot meals. Okay, you have your potatoes. Now you have more dessert. Ernie is watching as well. Happy viewing to you. and then more oatmeals and stuff. Again, this is breakfast. You could imagine what we had for lunch. Okay, and there's some meat there, and there's some ham station there, the baked ham, honey glazed ham, and it's still empty because the breakfast is about to start. It's at 6, I believe 6:15, 6:30, and they start serving breakfast at 6:30. And this is the buffet. And now you're seeing the beverage station. You have all the teas, from green tea to oolong to black tea, name it, they have it. So anything that your heart desire, it's in here in this particular cruise ship. So and then of course it has different languages. Now we talk about I think we are in that portion where we're gonna show you. Okay, and then like what I said, in all floors you'll see this LED screen where it shows the legend of the where you want to go. It says from A, there's 5th floor, 5th floor, 6th floor, 7th floor, and then from 8th floor to the 14th floor, they're all rooms. So there's nothing for you unless you are assigned to that room. You really do not have any business there. What you're showing right now are the different glass structures. These are pictures as opposed to a video. Okay, now you're seeing some chocolate sculptures as well. That was delightfully. And then this is, you see the dome. The dome is changing every so often. Oh, this one is my interior. Let's keep it a little bit there. That's the interior of the ship. This is the first time I was able to get an interior, because a lot of times in the past trips that I did, it's always I have a balcony, but I just want, so you could see that I did it. I wanted to do a landscape, but because of the way the way I took the picture, I did it in a portrait. So see, there's this particular bed that you're seeing right now. You could pull it out, so there'll be two full size bed. But since that's only by myself, I was only by myself, so I didn't bother to put it to separate the beds. But just in case there's two of you and you're not really together like a friend, you could pull this particular bed and it becomes two beds, and you can have your own little space there. Okay, let's show the other portion. Okay, this is how big the room looks like. So it's really a sizable bed, as well as it's a huge room. And what you're seeing is on the way there. And let's see also see the bathroom size, or the laboratory. Well, you can see it's good for two people, and it's really very spacious and really cool. And then of course you have your own little station there where you could, and thank you Johan for putting a highlight on that. Yeah, you could tell I have my coffee there. This is my workstation. Okay, so it's a huge room for two people. It's advertised that 4 people could fit in there. So meaning if there's a party or a group of 4, all of you could be in there, in this particular room. It fits 4 people. Okay, now let's show. This is how big this ship is. This is again MSC EURIBIA. Okay, and it was I took this because I did not have any chance to take it from outside because we were so excited, and I was the team lead for this particular trip. So, and then I think that's the outside of it. And then we took this right after our trip from Amsterdam. Now let us show, and then that's the outside of that. And let's show now some portion of the entertainment. I think that's the one that you guys will be having fun. So I'm gonna keep quiet first, and let's hear, because this is really good entertainment. So without much further ado, let's enjoy the entertainment portion, and we're seeing it right now. Go ahead. This is the big band with soundtracks. Hopefully. This was the night of soundtrack, you guys. It is Big Bang from Carousel. Yes, Adele said, wow, Mainline Orchestra, yes. And it's the carousel portion of the cruise ship. And the only downside to this is there's no reservation, so it's first come, first served. Hello, happy viewing to Jam U. Jam U is the owner of Jam Kitchenette, and one of these days I'll feature all these wonderful pastries and things that she's selling from her special kitchen.
And a special
Happy viewing, Rolando Sabia. You're always welcome, Jemu.
You don't have to put on that red light. Walk the streets for money. You don't care if it's wrong or if it's upon your hand. His lips caress your skin. It's more than I can stand.
Que no te vuelvas
Sister ad.
Follow him wherever he may go, and near him I always will be, for nothing can keep me away. He is my day.
Happy viewing to March Joseph Purificacion. Hi, Mark. Rolando Sabila said, Santo Kuya Josh. Rolando, it's the cruise ship, MSC EURIBIA. I was just there from October 27 to November 3. So you could tell this is the carousel portion entertainment, which is no reservation. Right after this is the last portion of this particular entertainment. The next one you're gonna see is the reserved theater, which is the Delphi Theater. You'll see it in a minute. The next one you're gonna see is the reserved theater, which is the Delphi Theater. You'll see it in a minute. Mark Joseph, or Mark, is a physical therapy, or he's a how do you call that? Okay, wait. Okay, this one you need to see, you guys. This is how MSC. This is a video they showed. This was the launch of the MSC line, and you saw when they cut the ribbon, it was Sophia Loren, who is the iconic, legendary Italian actress. Estrelita Lapid is watching. Estrelita is part of our team, of our group. Hi. So this particular cruise ship, what we did is we took the Northern Europe. We went to Belgium, we went to Amsterdam or Netherlands, we went to Germany, Hamburg, and we're supposed to go to Paris again, but because of the typhoon, we decided, or the captain decided to cut the trip short, and instead of spending a few hours in Amsterdam, we stayed longer than expected. It's better to be safe than sorry. Okay, and this particular video was shown at the Delphi, where you need to get a reservation. And my tip to everybody, my suggestion is you always reserved ahead of everyone else. So in essence, you could choose because or else it gets really filled up, and they will only accommodate people who made a reservation. If you don't have a reservation, you have to wait in line, just in case there will be any vacant seats, because it gets filled out right away. Just in case.
Monsters of the seas, always at your service.
Oh, and this is what you need to see for that entertainment that they had with, of course, with reservation. This is Circus 1929, and you just you could watch portion of it and enjoy.
strangest, most kind of show you things your heart never showed you. Locked up in the recess of your mind. Where feelings held up to send letters, the night riding. So if you do be just might come again. We'll come again. Remember it. Look him in the eyes and lose your mind. even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you get by. If you smile with your fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you'll find that life is still worthwhile if you try. Than I became. For years and years, I chased and cheered a grace we always needed more. But when I stop and see you here, I remember what it was for. And from now on, these eyes will not be blinded by the light. And from now on, what's waiting till tomorrow's morn tonight? It's sunset. Let this promise be restored. Like an anthem in my heart. From now on,
Perform for you tonight, Tickets 1920.
Now you saw some of the entertainment portion of that, and I hope you enjoyed it. Let me answer some questions that were texted to me. Now you saw some of the entertainment portion of that, and I hope you enjoyed it. Okay. Let me answer some questions that were texted to me. Okay. First one is MSC Eurybia a good ship? A cruise ship, I would say in general, it's good. I would say it's new and nice and clean because it was just launched in June of 2023. So it's fairly new. Okay, hold on, because I'm having an echo here. Second question, what is included in MSC Euribia? Firstly, the dining in the main dining room and buffet restaurants, and tea, coffee, and selected juices, like what I mentioned earlier. The juices, the apple, pineapple, grapefruit, they are only available for breakfast or during breakfast. Anything after that, you pay, or there's a fee, except when you have a drinking package. Of course, theater, like what you saw, the Circus 1929, and the theater at the Delphi Theater, and the entertainment at the Carousel, they're all included in the package. For the Delphi, like what I mentioned earlier, those are reservations. It needs reservation only. The Carousel, it's first come, first served. Other question. What restaurants are free on MSC Eurybia? There's Aurora Borealis, there's Green Orchid, Colorado River, Marketplace Buffet, which you saw. Then there's Atmosphere Bar South, Carousel Lounge, and the Yacht Club restaurants. Now, is MSC considered a luxury cruise line? Yes, it has created a name for itself, and it's considered a luxury cruise line. Okay, what else? Oh, this one is important. Is there a dress code for MSC Eurybia? Casual wear is advised for life on board and shore excursions. However, if you're going for the dining, they kind of want you to be kind of dressy, not gowns or anything except for gala nights. And if you have not experienced cruises, it's important you do try that. Okay, is there an indoor pool on MSC Eurybia? Yes, there's two large tubs found on deck 16 overlooking the main pool, and on deck 15 is the ship indoor pool. And what you're showing right now is the Eurybia. Okay, then how old is MSC Eurybia? It was built, like what I said, it's 2023, so this year. And it was the maximum capacity is 6,300 passengers. Okay. Does MSC Eurybia have a cinema? Yes, it has an interactive cinema, and just in case, there's a bowling lane as well. How many swimming pools will be on board MSC Eurybia? Okay, there's 5 different pool areas. Next. How dressy is MSC Cruises? Formal and casual, like what I said earlier. And then, what are the daily activities in Eurybia? Amusement parks, complete with reality experience and games. And then, of course, there's a lot of, you will have so much time. You actually, if you don't plan it right, you'll miss majority of this daily activity. And then, on the excursion, you need to sign up for excursions. But if you are kind of risk taker like my team, we only did one excursion. The rest we did it on our own. Why? Because it gets pretty expensive. When we did the Hamburg in Germany, we did that, but next time we paid like 89 euros for that, 89 euros for that, and we went just snippets of some areas, but we could have done better. So when we did the when we did the Brussels or the Belgian, as well as the Netherlands, we and then part of Germany, we did it on our own. It was really easy. You take the shuttle, which is like 14 euros, and then from there you do the hop on, half off. And incidentally, to my understanding, a good friend of mine already told me that there is a hop on, you hop on and you hop off, not only in different parts of the world, but it's now available in the Philippines exclusively for right now Makati and Manila. And I'll feature them one of these days in this show. How much are drinks on MSC cruises? It depends. It could go between 4 euros if it's like Coke or any part or sodas. But I suggest if you're really not a drinker, don't get the package. It's not really worth it. It's kind of expensive and it's kind of pricey. But if you want to drink like until your heart content, then I suggest the best way or best route is to take a package. Let's see what else. What is complimentary dining on MSC? Well, the first entree, appetizer, and desserts are complimentary per each guest. And of course, the buffet, you have your buffet, and of course, you have your scheduled dining area. Like in our case, for my group, for the Happiness Squad, we were given the Aurora dining, so you could have your breakfast there, and you could have your lunch. And for the dining, it's reserved for us, for our group, regardless where we show up or not. One of the thing that I will kind of have an issue with when it comes to food compared to Royal as well as Norwegian, they did not serve lobster or they didn't have shrimps available. They have few of those, but definitely no scallops and no lobster. And for the steak, you have to pay 18 euros for that, which for Royal, we had a steak night as well as we have a lobster night, which for the record, I consumed 11 lobster tail, and that is a record for me because ordinarily it's 8 lobsters, but for the Royal and the past cruise that I did, I consumed, or I was successfully able to gobble up 11 of those. Does MSC have formal nights? Yes. In our case, there were 2 gala or formal nights. One, because we celebrated one of our Happiness Squad member, Tony Garcia's birthday. So we were able to dress up, and you'll see that in other shows that I would have. And then, and of course, there's a gala night where we are able to really dressed up and really look nice. So as far as comments, I really would suggest if you could get it a special. MSC Euribia is a good cruise ship. It's a good luxury cruise ship to go into because it's brand new. On the food is where my issues are, simply because I had better food in other cruises that I've been to. As far as the taste, it's not bad, but it's not great as well. It's not, I would say it's within par. On the buffet, as expected, it's tried and tested. The buffet from day 1 up to day 6, day 7, it's always the same. So you just have to kind of mix and match and kind of be creative about it, because don't expect too much when it comes to food. I think the food portion of the cruise ship, it's much to be desired. There's still room for improvement, and that you guys should be aware of. Again, this is an Italian line, Italian cruise ship, so maybe it's geared towards the European taste as opposed to an American taste. So those are little comments. As far as customer service, though, they are top notch, simply because there's a lot of Asians, there's a lot of Hindi employees, there's a lot of Filipinos there, so it's our advantage, because if you're just nice, except for one occasion, which I'll talk to you in next shows, they are very cordial, they're very sociable, they try to please everyone or each passenger, not only fellow Filipinos, but they're just there to serve and make it a very pleasant experience. So when it comes to customer service, it's really top notch. Rooms, there's the rooms or the state rooms. In my book, it's not bad. I would say it's considered really nice and spacious for 2 people. 4 people in that particular space, I think it will be a challenge, but for 2 people, it's ideal. And so overall, it's a good experience. I think I would suggest that you go in a group, because it's more fun. As they said, if you are with people that you like, people that you enjoy, it becomes more fun. You kind of oversee the funness, and you can overlook some of the mishap when it comes to the food, because you could have fun with your group. I suggest that this is not really for singles, unless you're very friendly. This is more for a family type of a cruise ship. But if you could come up with a good group, people that you like to hang up with and to have fun with, this is an ideal cruise ship. And of course, you need to worry also if you would not like to hang out with kids, or kids playing all over the place. You kind of make sure that this is not that time of year where kids in Europe are on vacation, or they're on a 2 weeks vacation, because majority of them are there on that cruise ship with you. So overall, it was a good experience. Overall, MSC Euribia, it's a good ship. Like what I said, it's clean, it's brand new. They could just improve on the food, but if you could get it on a discount, on a special, I highly recommend it. And bring some friends. It's a lot of fun, and there's so much fun if you go take a cruise. If you have not been in any cruise ship, I suggest that it is ideal, because one, it's everything is there, from cinema to entertainment to casinos, and the food, you don't have to worry about it. And in my book, it's really economical. If you have not tried any, or you have not been in any cruise ship, try to do one and just be discerning on the cruise line that you would take. And feel free to private message me, PM me, or email me, or text message me, and I could give you some other recommendation that I could suggest. Cruise ships, I would say it's going on a cruise. It's a great idea, especially if you have kids, if you like food, if you like to eat almost 24/7. It's a very economical way of seeing places, because they have excursions galore. You have entertainment, and it's really very timely. Especially, it's not too taxing. If you don't want to participate in any of the activities, you could just stay in your room, and you could bring food to your room if you want. And everybody's just nice, and everybody's there to make your stay comfortable, fun, and it's I would say an experience to be remembered. And hopefully I was able to kind of show you the fun that we had, the features of the MSC Euribia. and hopefully you could try, and maybe you could give me your comments, your critique, and your maybe your experience you could share with us in future. and and looking forward to more cruises. We'll try in another show maybe to show you some of the highlights of the places we've been. Like what I said earlier before the show, we went to Belgium, we went to Germany, we went to Netherlands, and we went, of course, to London. We went to Italy, and there's some other places. I will try to cover them in the future shows, and I will make an announcement, of course, and give you tips on how to enjoy your vacation, because life is too short. And I always tell people, enjoy while you can, have fun while you can, spend time with your significant other, with your friends and family, because we only have one life to live. And it's good to be having fun with your friends, family, significant other. Enjoy it now. There's no perfect time, there's no right time, but the right time is now. And with that, it's been a pleasure to be able to share with you the experience that I had. And I'm looking forward to more of these experiences that I could share with you. Looking forward to more and more trips, and looking forward to future shows. I'm going live tomorrow for Dear Kuya Josh. And again, that's the reason why I was gone for 3 weeks. It's because I was out of the country, but I'm back now. So with that, maraming salamat for tuning in. Looking forward to more shows. I am in awe, and I am lost of words to thank you for staying with me and for your undying support, unceasing support of my shows. Not only Alam Mo Ba with Jush Andowitt, but also with Dear Kuya Josh. I am so lost of words, and maraming salamat. For our team replay, happy viewing to you. For our team share, for always sharing our shows and giving all this wonderful feedback about the shows we have done. Please do continue writing, suggesting things that we can cover. We have more shows to do in the future. Looking forward to more shows, and for always supporting not only my 2 shows, but also all the shows of PHLB Radio. And as a disclaimer, any opinions, comments that I shared with you is not a reflection of management or the owners of PHLB Radio. And for those people who are watching us in the Philippines, again, good afternoon to all of you. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Hopefully I see you tomorrow. And for those people watching us in different parts of the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And looking forward to seeing you tomorrow with Dear Kuya Josh Show. Now, also, if I don't see you, you have a wonderful weekend, whatever is left of it. And I am praying and hoping that you have a fantastic, amazing, wonderful week next week. Christmas is just a couple of weeks now from today, and starting next week, we'll have a countdown. And with that, again, maraming salamat. Thank you so much. Looking forward to seeing you one of these days. And like what I said, every time, as a reminder, be kind. You can never go wrong with kindness. I know it's hard sometimes, but any act of kindness that you do to people, I am a living testimony of that. It will come back to you in different times, in different forms, with different people. And that's a guarantee that the good Lord had promised, and you just hold on to that promise. And you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week ahead. God bless us all. Good night, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Bye, and I'll see you until next time.